Wow. I began as always in the matchless, glorious, and precious name of Jesus. This video is going to be doing my review of Avengers Infinity War. I know that I said I was going to do this and might do this after I got back from seeing the movie last week. But unfortunately, life got in the way. So, and besides, I think it's for the better because it would have been gigantic. A lot of you would be crying, complaining that I spoiled the movie. So hopefully by now everybody here has seen it and you have been wowed. So basically, this movie is everything that we've been waiting for. All of us have been waiting for. Everybody who's been following and seeing movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Iron Man debuted in 2008. This is everything. And especially after watching the first Avengers film. When we saw Thanos smiling, the guy Loki was working for, at the end of Stinger, the first Stinger after the credits. Yeah, and let me just say, this movie did not disappoint at all. Here's what I liked. The main thing was Thanos himself. Thanos. Ever since from the beginning, when we saw him invade Thor's ship and wipe out at least half the crew. Thankfully, the other half got out courtesy of Valkyrie herself, and we just see him kicking the Hulk's butt, and it leaves the Hulk so scary that he does not want to come out for the rest of the film out of fear of getting his butt kicked again. So, and we see him murder Loki, and he to get the first gemstone and all that. And then we just basically see all of his motivations. We see how his relationship with Gamora and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. His motivation namely to maintain balance and keep things from becoming overpopulated by wiping out half the universe. And how Gamora constantly said that he could wipe with all 6 Infinity Stones. He could wipe out half of humanity with the snap of his fingers. Yeah. They said that this was going to be Thanos was the main character, and this show was not. This thing was not. And they were not playing it shows. Other highlights was Thor. I liked how he got a new replacement for Mjolnir, and how he was so determined to take out Thanos, and he almost did. He should have just, like Thanos said, he should have just aimed for the head. It was good. And we were seeing his interactions with the Guardians as well. Guardians of the Galaxy. And what's even more, I liked Iron Man and his continued relationship with Spider-Man. Especially at the end. At the end. I'll save more for that later. I also like seeing more of the go. And yeah, let's see what else was there that I liked. There's a lot that I like the immediate scene of. I like seeing Captain America again. And when I was in the theater that I was in, people were cheering when Captain America was seen in the shadows. That was good stuff. It was awesome. And I never expected to see Red Skull show up. Ever. And apparently neither was the rest of the audience. It was shocking. And now we know, it was great to see him again and see what happened to him. Happened after he disappeared in Captain America First Avenger. Yeah. Now, I gotta talk about what happened, the ending. Like, Yeah, Thanos gets all 6 Infinity Stones. He wipes out, and he snaps his fingers, and he actually accomplishes his goal. He wipes out half the universe. And apparently, most of the heroes, let me just put it like this. Only the 6, only the 6 the 6 original Avengers are standing, as well as Rocket. All the others were vanished, were murdered. And the thing just ends with, and the movie officially ends with Thanos going to a chair and sitting there enjoying his work. Wow. Yeah. But then I was thinking this movie would just have us, there would be a climactic battle between Thanos and his goons and the rest of the Avengers and their allies, and Thanos will be brought down by the end of this. And then we would get the Avengers 4 would be like Avengers versus X-Men. Now, thankfully, that's why I mean now since Marvel, now X-Men has the rights to Marvel. Marvel has X-Men back again. So, but nope, seems like Avengers 4 is going to be how they're going to bring down. Seems to be how they're going to bring down them bringing down Thanos for good. So, oh, and by the way, I found the fact that he had 4. There were children of Thanos. 4 of them just gave more similarities between Thanos and Apocalypse from X-Men. Considering that Apocalypse has his own 4 horses. So now it's here's what I want. Here's my wish list. Okay. I'm gonna give this thing. I was thinking about giving this movie an 8.4 or 8.6, but I'm going to be somewhat generous. Because really, this was an excellent, amazing film. Since it lived up to all the hype, I'm going to give it a 9.1. Wait. Yeah, 9.1 out of 10. Yep. This movie lived up to the hype. And I was so excited to see the stinger when we saw the logo for Captain Marvel. Can't wait for that movie. And apparently she will be joining me in Avengers 4. So here's my wish list. I want to know how they're going to react, how they're going to bring some of these characters back into existence, because come on, some of these guys have movies slated after this. Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Gamora slated for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They ain't gonna stay dead forever. And I want to know how they're going to come back to life. And I also want to know, my other wish list is I want the Defenders. That is, I want Matt, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, to all of whom had their own TV shows on Netflix, as well as their own, the show with all 4 of them as a group, the Defenders. In Avengers 4, because here's the thing, this is Thanos we're talking here. Every one of the heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe should be here, and I also hope that the Fantastic Four and X-Men will be part of the crew as well, because Marvel has the rights to both superhero groups back now, so they can appear and hope they appear, especially the Fantastic Four. So hopefully the audiences will be wowed by them, and they can make people will be excited for their own solo films, because they kind of need that after the flop of the 2005 film, and especially after the 2015 film. Yeah. So I also hope to see. I'm also sensing that some of the original 6 will be offed in the Marvel in the Sith will be off in the Avengers 4 film, particularly Iron Man and Captain America, I think. And if they are, I want Matt Murdock to fill in for Iron Man in his relationship with Peter Parker, because Daredevil and Spider-Man are good friends in the comics, and I'm sensing that we're gonna have a bittersweet ending for Avengers 4, with Thanos being brought down but some of the heroes, original Avengers, being offed. Oh, I also want Hawkeye to appear because he was not in this film. He needs to be part of it. Yep. So, yeah. Hopefully, we should be getting the title of Avengers 4, because apparently we didn't get it because it's a gigantic spoiler. So, hopefully, we get it in like midsummer or late probably in the final part of the year. In the final month of the year, maybe early next year. Anyways, anyways, again, 9.1. This movie totally lived up to the hype, and I need to just say that if I think that Thanos kind of had to win in order for him to live up to all he can be shown to be so he could live up to the hype, since people were this was fatiguing people. The fact that he was constantly losing Infinity Stones probably annoyed people. It made him look rather inept. So I think this was for the best, that he actually accomplished his goal, so he wouldn't stop looking at, because if he lost, it would make it look like a little bit of a disappointment. But anyways, and I think the shock will look for the best worked well. So yeah. Anyways, again, 9.1 out of 10. Good film. Can't wait for Avengers 4, and I hope to see it here. Can't wait for more news on the upcoming film while we're waiting. Anyway, alright, that's all for this video.